Episode 56 FH June 19, 2023. Ottawa and Yukon Territory in Canada and other wood smoke news. Canada, Ottawa, Mishtalk. Happy Clean Air Day as flights grounded by smoke resume Mishtalk. Mishtalk. Now we can all get a sense of what it will be like when we go back to burning wood to stay warm and cook our food in our 15-minute cities. Reply. MPO 45V2. Happy Clean Air Day as flights grounded by smoke resume June 8, 2023. Economics Secretary Pete FAA. Neither the FAA nor Secretary Pete reported grounded flights or that they have resumed with delays. CNN has this update: FAA lifts ground stop at NYC Airport but delays flights due to smoke. As of 2:45 p.m. Eastern Time, airlines in the U.S. have canceled 120 flights and delayed another 1,928, according to data from tracking site FlightAware. Happy Clean Air Day. https://twitter.com/TommyThornton/status/1666521177110487059. Canada marks Clean Air Day with worst air quality in the world as wildfires rage. CP24.com. Canada marks Clean Air Day with worst air quality in the world as wildfires rage. Hazy skies, tinged with an eerie yellow glow, greeted millions of Canadians in Quebec and Ontario again Wednesday as the smoke from hundreds of wildfires continued to cause air quality warnings in 3:30 p.m. June 7, 2023. Canada, Yukon Territory. Yukonomist, visiting the Big Smoke, gets literal. Yukon News. Yukon News. Last week, Canadian wildfire smoke swept down over Toronto. The way public health professionals talk about wood smoke is downright scary. Yukonomist, visiting the Big Smoke, gets literal. June 18, 2023. Yukoners obliged to travel to Toronto often jokingly call it the Big Smoke. Excerpts edited by Rozep for brevity and clarity, and relationship to residents against wood smoke emission particulates. There's no joking now. Last week, Canadian wildfire smoke swept down over Toronto, Boston, and New York. The air quality index for New York made Delhi look as pristine as Clune Park. These East Coast cities got to know extreme summer smoke events. Back in 2021, record wildfires spread dense smoke over San Francisco and Vancouver. Wildfires in Siberia set new records, with smoke reaching Canada, Greenland, and even the North Pole. In the Yukon, we've always been used to wildfires. Who doesn't have a story of being stuck coming back from a canoe trip as fire closed a highway? But they seem to be getting worse. This brings up climate change and the feedback loop wildfires play. When the forest burns, it releases huge amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. The heat can melt permafrost. The carbon emissions are big. Scientists estimate that Canada's wildfires released 270 megatons of carbon dioxide in 2021. That's more than Canada's heavy industry and massive oil and gas sector combined. This reinforces the need to cut carbon emissions in the Yukon. So what should we do about it? First is mitigate the risk of wildfire to your property. Our governments are collaborating on the big firebreak south of Whitehorse. You should attend the next Wildfire Awareness Society Risk Seminar in your neighborhood. De-risk your house in town or your cabin. Second is emergency preparedness. Third is preparing for smoke. The Yukon spruce tree may be a thing of beauty, but its smoke is toxic. Tiny PM2.5 particles get through paper masks, into your lungs, and into your bloodstream. The way public health professionals talk about wood smoke is scary. The Environmental Protection Agency says these small particles can also trigger heart attacks, stroke, irregular heart rhythms, and heart failure. You may want to buy some quality air filters for your home. Some recommend preparing a smoke haven room with well-sealed doors and windows where you and your air filters can hang out and watch Netflix. Even moderate exercise outside during peak smoke events can introduce unhealthy amounts of particles into your bloodstream. The wildfire smoke even has economic impacts. How will tourism to the Yukon be affected if outsiders start reading about bucket list visits being ruined by a week of dangerous dense smoke? Connecticut, Environment and Human Health Incorporated, EHHI. Outdoor wood furnaces, OWF, and the dangerous wood smoke exposures they cause to neighbors and neighborhoods. Below is a letter from a woman who has been affected by an OWF to her town managers. NCTEHHI has been able to get many towns to ban OWFs, but there are many places that still allow these very dangerous appliances. Here is her letter. I am writing a quick note to underline the fact that the folks on Wildwood Drive have been experiencing our own Canadian summer for a decade. So far, so good this year. We have been really blessed that the OWB on Wildwood has not been lit, with the exception of 2 days in December, for a year and a month to the day. Now the East Coast understands what it is like to be us, to smell burning wood 24 hours a day, to see a haze over one's house, to see particles drifting around a garage light, and to not be able to use one's own yard. It is not lost on us over here that the rest of the Northeast has experienced just a few days of what we lived through for 10 years. I was able to avoid getting sick through the Canadian disaster by running our air conditioner 24 hours a day. This is not an option in the winter. Plus, it is costly at any time. The savings realized by our neighbors who burn is more than made up for by those of us who have to power our HVAC and filtration systems. If they power that thing up again in the future, I hope that you will remember how you felt for a week in June of 2023, and that you will move heaven and earth to shut it down. Do you think there is a way to make it illegal now since that sensation of burning eyes and throats is fresh in your memory? I hope all is well for each of you and that you are having a great summer. Peace. United States, race. Tim Scott proves that Obama was right to predict he would downplay racism, Daily Kos. Daily Kos. Nationwide, Black people are exposed to greater than average concentrations of a dangerous form of pollution known as PM 2.5. Study, race must be a factor in combating air pollution, GRIST. GRIST. The study focused on a subset of particle pollution, called PM 2.5, that can be found at the end of tailpipes as well as in wildfire smoke. United States. Arizona. News flash: Maricopa County, AZ, Civic Engage. Maricopa County. Ozone high pollution advisory issued for Tuesday, June 20, wood burning in residential fireplaces, chimeneas, outdoor fire pits, and similar outdoor. Kansas, Leavenworth. Avoid burning wood as a heat source for your house, Leavenworth Times. Leavenworth Times. Mark Roundtree, the last I read was that there were at least 160 wildfires burning in eastern Canada, in addition to the many burning in western Michigan, Upper, Camp Batawagama. Camp Batawagama brings back Senior Days program after pandemic. Upper Michigan source. Upper Michigan source. Seniors will participate in a wide array of activities from aerobics, pontoon boat rides, basket weaving, and wood burning. Midwest United States, NASA. Smoke blankets the Upper Midwest, NASA Earth Observatory. NASA Earth Observatory. The fine particulate matter, PM 2.5, in this pollution can enter the lungs and lead to health problems. Minnesota, Minnesota Reformer. This week's record-breaking air pollution, in one chart, Minnesota Reformer. Minnesota Reformer. A similar event is responsible for the recent high readings. The pollutant of most concern from wildfire smoke is fine particulate matter, PM 2.5. Minnesota, St. Paul. Aerial crews reduce BWCW wildfire to 20 acres, KSTP.com 5 Eyewitness News. KSTP. Progress in battling a wildfire burning in far northern Minnesota. Coal, and wood-burning stoves, according to the U.S. Forest Service. Canadian wildfires cause unhealthy air quality, local news, hometownsourc.com. Hometown source. The nearest reading of PM 2.5 was 249, in St. Paul, while a reading of 101 is the level at which an air quality alert is issued. Image courtesy of Minnesota Star Tribune. Readers write, air quality, shoveling snow, Derek Chauvin, Star Tribune. Star Tribune. Is wood smoke really that bad? Yes. Richard and Elizabeth Muller wrote a short memo that compared deaths from smoking cigarettes to death from air. Minnesota Star Tribune. Sunny but hazy skies for Friday. Star Tribune. Star Tribune. We will have cleared most of the smoke away from the lower levels of the, such as outdoor burning and use of residential wood burning. Missouri, Kansas City. Kansas City warehouse blaze hospitalizes 3 firefighters, Cron. An official says workers safely escaped a Kansas City wood pallet by the Kansas City Fire Department shows a wood pallet warehouse burning. Kansas City warehouse blaze hospitalizes 3 firefighters. Seattle PI. Seattle PI. This photo provided by the Kansas City Fire Department shows a wood pallet warehouse burning in the Northeast Industrial District in Kansas City. 3 firefighters hospitalized after Kansas City wood pallet business fire. WSAZ. WSAZ. Flames from the building reached more than 100 feet high and smoke was seen for miles. According to the fire department, the fire continued to build. New Jersey. Air in Camden is getting cleaner, but more remains to do. Camden Newsroom, Camden Council. The second key type of air pollution measures is particulate matter, of which the most harmful is PM 2.5. This form of air pollution rose slightly. New Mexico, Ruidoso. Village of Ruidoso issues Level 2 fire protections. Ruidoso-nm.gov. All issued fire permits for recreational fire devices and wood-burning heat devices are void and will be reinstated when the fire danger lowers to. New York, the Bronx, New York City. Air pollution associated with length of hospital stays in pediatric asthma in the Bronx. Helio. Ambient particulate matter at the 2.5 m scale and ozone pollution were. Daily PM 2.5 mass concentrations varied from 0.1 micrograms per cubic meter to 26.7 micrograms per cubic meter. New York City. Record-breaking PM 2.5 pollution levels in NYC in early June 2023. Regular occurrence in Center for Research on Energy and Clean Air. Data from the Center for Research on Energy and Clean Air, CREA, shows that, globally, at least 350 cities have had at least one day of worse PM 2.5. North Carolina. DEQ issues code red, orange air quality alerts for Brunswick County Fire, NCDEQ. NCDEQ.nc.gov. The alerts indicate potentially high levels of fine particle pollution, or PM 2.5. Code red on the AQI represents unhealthy air quality for Pennsylvania. Lingering smoke from Canadian wildfires leads to code orange air quality action day for June 19. More at onthecurve.com. Reducing or eliminating fireplace and wood stove use, avoiding the open burning of leaves, trash, and other materials, and the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection has announced a code orange air quality action day for Monday, June 19 due to sunny skies, temperatures in the upper 80s, and lingering smoke from the wildfires in Canada. These conditions are expected to contribute to an 8-hour average concentration of ozone. Wisconsin. SE Wisconsin weather, mostly sunny Friday, little haze/smoke, TMJ4. TMJ4. SE Wisconsin weather, mostly sunny Friday, little haze/smoke. Vernon, Walworth, Washington, Waukesha, Wapaka, Washara, Winnebago, Wood. United Kingdom. UK, Birmingham. Ditch diesels and cut wood burners to slash over 900 deaths a year in Birmingham, call. Birmingham Live. Phasing out diesel cars and reducing wood burning would be the next steps to make a real difference. Belgrave interchange signs. UK, London. Wood-burning stoves should be banned in London due to big impact on air pollution, expert urges. Yahoo Sport UK. Wood burners are the single largest source of tiny air pollution particles in the UK, but just 8% of Britons burn solid fuels indoors. A ban on wood-burning stoves should be considered in London as they are having a big impact on air pollution, health experts have said. UK, London, The Guardian. How bad is wildfire smoke for your health? Here's my view as a toxicologist. The Guardian. The Guardian. Last week, smoke from more than 100 wildfires burning across Canada. Being exposed to wood smoke won't independently cause someone to have a. Europe. Italy. Pneumologists, the respiratory health of Italians worsens. Medicine breaking latest news. Breaking latest.news. According to studies, chronic exposure to PM10 particulate matter increases the risk of developing COPD by 2.96 times, that at PM2.5 increases. Africa. Malawi. Projects open for public comment, June 19, 2023. Vera. Installation of high-efficiency wood-burning cookstoves in Malawi closes July 12. Installation of high-efficiency wood-burning cookstoves in China. New study maps impact of interprovincial trade on pollution-related mortality in China. Phys.org. Anthropogenic PM2.5 pollution deaths driven by trade within China were evaluated in great detail. Food, light industry, equipment, construction, and India. Delhi. Kejriwal spent over 40 rupees crore on residence renovation but can't provide electricity to Delhi's. Dev discourse. The Union Minister said Prime Minister Narendra Modi gave free. Between 2016 and 2022, both PM2.5 and PM10 levels of pollution gone down by. India, Pune. Lack of gas, electric pyres up pollution from smashin's Pune mirror. Wood burning emits excessive smoke, overload an issue, find survey. Health effects and PM2.5. Imagine the outcry if factories killed as many people as wood heaters. Architecture and design. Invisible to the naked eye, particles are inhaled deep into the lungs, enter the bloodstream and cause a range of harms throughout the body. Imagine the outcry if factories killed as many people as wood heaters. The conversation. Less than 10% of households own a wood heater, but burning wood for heating is the largest source of air pollution in many Australian cities, and one day we'll look back in amazement that wood heaters were once tolerated in cities. Smoke from a wood heater comes out of a rooftop chimney. Imagine the outcry if factories killed as many people as wood heaters. Phys.org. Invisible to the naked eye, particles are inhaled deep into the lungs, enter the bloodstream and cause a range of harms throughout the body. This air. Imagine the outcry if factories killed as many people as wood heaters. UNSW Newsroom, Sydney. Less than 10% of households own a wood heater, but burning wood for. Of course, particulate pollution is not all that wood heaters emit. Low-cost monitors accurately measure indoor air quality for pregnant women with asthma. Helio. The pilot study was designed to establish the feasibility of monitoring indoor particulate matter of 2.5 m and smaller, PM2.5, using the Why Does Smoke Turn the Sky Orange? Scientific American. Scientific American. The tree's wood and bark contains a lot of cellulose, a large biomolecule made up of the elements carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Burning wood breaks. Wildfire smoke may affect your brain. Health news. Health news. The incidence of dementia increases by 17% for every 2 microgram increase in annual PM2.5 exposure per cubic meter of air, a study indicates. We now have evidence that air pollution, such as wildfire smoke, microscopic particles from burning wood smoke burrow into lung tissue. Another research discovered that prolonged exposure to particulate technology and PM2.5 smoke ingredients market outlook, size, growth rate, and future projection 2023 to 2028. Readly Exponent. According to Amark Group's latest research report, titled Smoke Ingredients, Agents Manufactured by Burning Wood Chips, Collecting the Smoke. Disposable face mask market size, segmentation analysis, trends, share, and forecast 2031. Readly Exponent. According to the Natural Resources Defense Council, NRDC, the presence of fine particulate matter, PM2.5, in outdoor air is responsible for the Residents Against Wood Smoke Emission Particulates, see https://rawscpresidents.wordpress.com and click on the nearest right icon for the latest month, June 2023, of PDFs of articles with URLs to search on. To the right of that, games such as 1, Bingo for Rosep, 2, Crosswords for Rosep, 3, End Woodsmoke Jeopardy! 4. End Woodsmoke Monopoly Games, 5. A Rosep Flyer, 6. The Untwisted Game, and 7. Vending Machines for PM2.5 Monitors, and icon links to 30-minute YouTube videos and Spotify podcasts as well as podcasts on Amazon Music Prime, free for Prime subscribers, podcasts.google.com, Castbox, and Pocket Cast. Pocket Cast is only free on the phone app. Pocket Cast works on Apple phones, and, below those icons, icon links to monthly PDFs of articles with URLs to search on, from May 2023 to May 2022.